Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 35.
On 2nd and 12, Haskins. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Winston. That's complete to Mooney. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Winston. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And that'll set him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, it's Winston. And that is incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Jameis again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
46-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins taking a deep shot here. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. 1st and goal from the 6.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
On play action, Haskins. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Browns' drive about to get started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
At the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
at their own 20.
An update from around the league as our first one comes from New Orleans. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Bengals drive about to get going. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Following the interception, Winston. Smith catches left side.
Winston's
A gain of 6 there on first.
Smith.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw, Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun snap into the give to Sanders. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
A gain of a yard.
Here's Winston.
4th down.
And that is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, 1st down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Bilal Nichols able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. To try again after the sack. Haskins, he's airing it out for Williams. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with no score.
Haskins not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for this. Here we go on 4th down. Haskins. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackle made by Chase Young. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Jameis to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
3-yard attempt.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Now Haskins on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's caught inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
To throw again. Haskins. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. But now it'll be 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing again. Here's Haskins. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 14. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out. That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Winston from the gun on third down. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Chase Young in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. On first down, it's Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Second and 10. Here's Haskins again. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Browns defense stands tall.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
The drive starts with a completion, left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
To throw again on second down. Winston. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Darnell Mooney. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. This pass finds its way to Williams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Haskins. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with him. That's going to be caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Preston Williams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Montez Sweat, and this Browns defense stands tall. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Winston. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 3rd and long for Winston. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fielded at about the 28. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Running on 1st down is Sanders, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage before he's taken down. A loss of 1.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the Bengals' 40.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. That's complete to Mooney. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28.
It's a gain of 20. And the Browns'
1st down, Winston. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards, a 1st down. Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Haskins going to throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, That does him no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Winston. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34.
First down.
Jameis now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Lambo on for the extra point. And the lead is now 2.
The kick is good. Makes the score Browns 14, Bengals 12. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Throwing now, Haskins on first down to Michel on the screen. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
He's airing it out for Williams. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Working out of the gun, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A 5-yard gain.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
On 1st and 10, Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver. And it's second down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A second down throw for Winston. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 45-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
It leads to second.
You got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Sanders taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 4, and it's third down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. From the gun, Winston. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Man open left side, it's Williams. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And Charles, I'm just remembering back to the first half when they went for it on 4th, had the opportunity for 3 and they didn't get it.
I like when you remember. I love that.
It's rare.
Yeah, you know, but we did talk about this potential situation, right? Their decision to pass up the field goal there changes their thinking on this drive.
Yeah, if they had kicked that field goal, they'd have the lead. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Haskins. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Preston Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Haskins back to the air. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Bengals 20, Browns 14. Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Earl Thomas in on the stop. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Winston, open man is Samuel, complete. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that's caught by Smith. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jonnu Smith, 81 yards. And the Browns are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10. At their own 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
26 more yards.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Throwing again, here's Haskins. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Sony Michel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. That's caught at the 3. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a hook up downfield on second down. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Randall Cobb. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Throwing now is Haskins. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Haskins to throw. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control. But still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
There we go now as they will again try for 2. Now it's Haskins. Flushed out right. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in in practice, usually on a Friday, they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A big play there. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to let it fly. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
So line of scrimmage still to 39 on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep down, and this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deebo Samuel with time running out. And the Browns move back within a couple of the lead.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead.
Lambo is set to kick off.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with.
And this is going to be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
Haskins' pass intercepted by the Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 13.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Deebo.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
To 2nd and 10.
Now Winston. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown.
Jonnu Smith with 4 seconds remaining. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
Score Browns 43, Bengals 36. Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get them in the end zone. whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. One final shot for Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
36.
Well, the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Cleveland, it's a win that was long overdue as they move to 1-6 now on the year. And they